everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Emma and Georgia, and today we are watching Stranger Things Season 2 Episode 8. If you want to watch our uncut CT reactions, link to the Patreon is down below.
Last episode was a change of pace where it was all focused on 11 and she found her lost sister, number 8, who had a very different vibe to her. We weren't a massive fan of that episode. I know it was a controversial one anyway. I do think it was good for 11's character development, but I do think it wasn't a necessary episode. We didn't need to have it. I feel like they could have just had 11 realise that she loves Hopper and everyone by just staying with her mum for a bit and then realising, oh no, I want to go home. Just something like that.
Yeah, it was a weird placement of an episode. Like, I get we need to see 11 and her sort of like progression into thinking, you know what, I want to go home, I want to, you know, forgive Hopper, and you know, where I am in Hawkins is a good place for me and not this scary world out here, you know. And I think that was good that was portrayed at the end of last episode. Like, you know, I'm not about this high life, stealing stuff, killing people, you know, I'm not a fan of that. I like, you know, my quiet life in Hawkins. And I'm glad we saw that, but the whole episode was, it felt like it didn't have to be all around like Carly and her troops. Like, it didn't need to be that. And I think that might be what everyone doesn't particularly like, because a lot of the characters shown in the episode was so unlikable. It was kind of boring in parts.
I'd say it was an interesting premise executed wrong.
Yes, it could have, like, a spin-off, lovely. Like, I think that could have its own show, but putting it in at that moment when it was like a cliffhanger the episode beforehand, I don't know, it just felt like, oh, like all a collective like sigh of like, oh, I wish we could have just missed that one or skip it. Like, it wasn't great.
Yeah, like the idea of there being other children out there was so interesting, but they didn't need a whole episode surrounded on this girl we don't really know.
Half an episode would have been fine. I think it didn't have to be so long and all revolve around it. I feel like it could have been broken up with like Hawkins and Illinois, Chicago, you know, it didn't have to be all of that. And I think that's why it was so like, felt really long and quite repetitive and boring at times. So yeah, I mean, it's probably just a one-off, so...
If it is true, we did gain one bit of information out of it, that Brenner is still alive. I personally don't believe it.
If that is true, oh my god. Like, we said it in our discussion last episode, a character isn't truly dead until you see them die yourself. Yeah. And his was a bit off screen, so it's plausible that he's alive, but I just can't believe it. Like, I can't wrap my head around that.
I can't believe that he stayed away for so long and let other people take over the lab.
Yeah, that's why I can't believe it, because Brenner's the type of guy that wants the control. Why isn't he back at the lab yet if he was alive? Why has he been away for so long?
He must be injured or something, because the Demogorgon did pounce right on him.
He might be in the Upside Down world trapped, but, you know...
He would be dead by now. It's been a year.
Surely be dead by now. I mean, Will was there for quite a while, and he was on death's door.
Yeah, he was only there for a week, though. We forget, like, season 1 was set over the course of a week, and so is season 2. It's all been over a week.
I can't believe it. Like, it's just crazy to think. All this, like, a week in my life is so boring compared to theirs. Like, you know, I do the mundane things. These guys are fighting demons and saving the damn world.
I would take boring over this, hands down.
I mean, yeah, like, the threat of being killed is very present in their world. You know, these Demogorgons rip people apart. So I wouldn't want to live in a world like that. So yeah, I thank my lucky stars that I have a boring mundane life.
And also, wait, this means they've only known Max a week, so we're like, oh my god, they still haven't told her, but it's been like 2 days.
When you put it like that, yeah, that's reasonable. But at the time, I'm like, oh my god, we've had loads of episodes already. Why haven't they trusted her yet? And all
Yeah,
that.
I know. So funny.
Yeah, it is funny when you think it is just a week. So yeah, it is reasonable.
There we go. Let's just
straight
pretend we
off from
skipped
2
episode
episodes
7.
ago.
We're right back to where we were. Ah, Dart, you got so big.
Oh my god, it's so
God.
ugly.
Oh god.
I don't think these walls are gonna last.
It's polycarbonate. You can't get through.
Are you sure about that? It literally looks like they're coming out of hell. Well then, the polycarbonate was not strong.
This way.
They're in deep shit. If this comes out of the lab, fucked. Oh yes, let's get the lift. Oh my god, this lift is showing so much.
It got the door.
Get the door!
Oh no. No!
No!
He killed the soldiers. He'll kill us too. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying.
Is this Will talking, or
You
is this the
admitted
demon
it, Will.
talking?
Oh
Monster
gosh.
Do you know who I am? Your
No. He's trying to think.
mom.
That's very generic.
Put my boy to sleep now!
Let me go.
Oh.
Let me go. Let go. Let me go.
So Joyce must be. Oh, didn't need to see that. Joyce must be absolutely gutted.
Oh god.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
How are they going to survive this? Everyone's dead.
Bob is in for a surprise tonight.
Honestly, his life has been turned upside down in the last day or two.
Oh
my
my god. It thrives in darkness. Oh, complete shutdown.
How are they going to fix this? Like, no one can fix that.
It doesn't look like there's many more people alive besides them now.
Hey guys, we're home.
Random
Guys?
family?
Who are they?
Hello. Max?
Oh,
Oh, is he going out on a date?
he's feeling himself, that's for sure.
Where is she? I don't know. You don't know? Look, I'm sure she just, I don't know, went to the arcade or something. You were supposed to watch her.
Well, don't tell me his dad's really, like, violent.
She's 13 years old. She shouldn't need a full-time babysitter. And she's not my sister.
Oh,
I can see why
What did we
he's like that.
talk about? Respect and responsibility. That is right.
Because, you know, he's had to learn from his abusive dad, and that sort of shapes a child.
Nothing about his behavior is okay,
you think this is okay?
but he's gonna make up for it.
I don't like the
He's
threat
gonna
in his
call
tone.
whatever horror he's seeing tonight.
His language is
cancel the date.
despicable.
Isn't that right?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
With everybody else, Billy's like a really like domineering force.
Sir.
But with his dad, he shrivels down into a tortoise in a shell. Like,
Still
he's
don't think it
horrible.
justifies his behaviour towards Max though. It might be that he's bitter that she doesn't get this treatment from him.
I hope Max doesn't get this treatment from him.
Yeah.
You knew it. You kept him. No.
Yes,
you
you
did,
did.
Dustin.
Just come out with it now.
He missed me. He wanted to come home.
Bullshit.
I didn't know he was a Demogorgon.
Oh,
okay?
so now you admit it. You wanted to tell her too.
Yeah, but I didn't. Lucas, okay, I didn't tell her.
Just have a manly handshake like you do and move on.
Trying to come and say hello.
Guys!
Hey guys, why are you headed towards the sound? Hello?
I know. In every horror movie, you never go near the sound.
Steve's got his bat, it'll be fine.
They were going back home.
They figured it out.
It's like a ghost town here now.
Can it be unlocked remotely?
With a computer, sure, but somebody's got to reset the breakers.
Where are the breakers?
Breakers are on the basement, 3 floors down.
If you want to unlock the doors, you have to completely reboot the computer system and then override the security codes with a manual.
I'm guessing you know how to do that, Bob.
All right, teach it to me.
Shall I teach you French while I'm at it, Jim?
Bob's got some bite to him.
I got this.
Come on,
I
Bob.
got this.
This is where you shine.
It's okay.
Joyce was okay with Hopper going, but not Bob. He's too wholesome.
Remember Bob, newbie. Superhero.
Bob really makes me laugh.
I love Bob.
Oh, were they here as well now?
Maybe it's closed.
Oh my god, the whole squad is here.
I don't think so.
Hello?
Who do you call
Oh,
them?
that's the gang. That's the gang.
Who's
Okay,
there?
good.
Steve, what are you doing with them?
Steve?
Yeah.
Johnny?
Steve's here.
What are you doing here?
They're not in there, are they?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
Why?
Sounds like dinosaurs, doesn't it? Bob with that gun.
Well, how did that happen then?
They've been down
The
here.
lift isn't gonna work.
Oh, got it.
Here we go.
Nice one, Bob. Just took a flick.
The power's back.
Open the door. Let's get in there.
Let me try, Jonathan.
It's alright, Dustin. What do you think you clicking it is going to make much of a difference? Yeah, I don't think Hopper would have been able to do this.
No.
It's open.
Pop off, Bob.
As outside gate, yeah.
Dustin.
Dustin, do not take credit for that.
Son of a bitch did it.
Yeah? Go on, Bob.
Nice job.
I feel like he's going to run into trouble on the way back, though.
Splash.
They don't like water, do they?
Go!
I think Hopper's going to recruit him on the force. Why did you leave your...
Any more surprises, I'll let you know. Go. Go!
He's staying. We've kind of hated him all season, but I guess he wasn't that bad.
I'm not fully trusting of him yet. He might know about Brenner and all that.
Okay, now, you next, right.
What idiot doesn't take their gun?
Someone that doesn't carry on very often.
Stop!
Shit!
What?
There's a door on your left. You see that?
Yeah?
Okay, that's a closet.
Okay.
Yeah, I need you to get in it.
Hurry the
Bob,
fuck
no
up,
questions,
Bob.
just do it.
Hurry up! That little shadow! He's in disbelief.
Jesus Christ. How you holding up there, Bob? You alright?
Sweating profusely.
I know! Can we get some AC up in here?
You can do
I
it,
just
okay?
need a good cry first.
You're almost home free, alright, Bob?
Bless him. No!
Fuck! Bob, you gotta run for it. You gotta run.
Oh, it's so fast.
Oh my god! Shit!
Quick, just run.
Oh, no time for breathers!
No!
No! Oh my god!
Oh,
No! Bob, sorry, bro. Yeah. Oh, Bob's dead.
oh, I knew it and I still wasn't prepared for it.
Get in!
They're gonna get released into the wild. That is the scary thing.
They already were in the wild though.
I suppose. Oh no! What are they doing to you? Oh,
I
that's
really
so
tried my
bad.
hardest not to love Bob as much this season.
He's an
And it
innocent.
failed. Everyone loves Bob. Bob the
Sacrifice.
superhero.
His sacrifice will never be forgotten.
I don't know how many people are left alive. I am the police chief, Jim Hopper.
They didn't believe you, did they?
We'll see.
We'll see.
We stay here and we wait for help.
I can't believe Eleven had no part in that.
We're both on the same wavelength. How is she not here? I feel a bit guilty because when Bob was getting eaten, I just had in the back of my eye, like...
I know what you're thinking.
Oh, I feel so terrible for Joyce, literally. Like, he was a good guy. What is that?
Did you guys know that Bob was the original founder of Hawkins AV? He petitioned the school to start it and everything.
Really?
God.
Okay, now that's the thing that's got me.
Oh God, he cried.
Maybe if we stop him, we can stop his army too. We got Will that day in the field. The doctor said it was like a virus. It infected him.
And so this virus, it's connecting him to the tunnel?
To the tunnels, to the monsters, to the upside down, to everything. It's the brain.
Like the mind flayer.
The boys know everything. They're like in this zone, but everyone around them are like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This flaming Dungeons and Dragons game has served them so well.
It believes it's the master race.
Like the Germans.
The Nazis?
Oh God, that was awkward.
To spread and take over other dimensions.
We are talking about the destruction of our world as we know it.
That's great. That's great. That's really great.
If we kill it,
we kill everything it controls.
We win.
Theoretically.
Well.
Great, so how do you kill this thing?
You can't just shoot this with guns.
You don't know that. We don't know anything.
We know it's already killed everybody in that lab.
And we know the monsters are gonna molt again.
He'll know his weakness.
I thought we couldn't trust him anymore. That he's a spy for the Mind Flayer now.
He can't spy if he doesn't know where he is.
Interesting. Like, they're gonna have to use Will strategically here, because if they give away their plan, then this Mind Flayer will know as well.
Sorry about Dart. No. I guess I just thought that he was my friend.
Too gullible, Dustin.
Saw you two holding hands on the bus, Lucas.
Oh, he's sorry.
Maybe. But I could feel it.
He told me all about her.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't have. And just because you know the truth,
God, he
doesn't
really
mean you're in
hates
a problem.
Max.
You do know that, right?
Mike.
She sounds like she was really awesome.
Yeah, she was.
I don't know what it's going to take for Mike to like her.
11 to come back, probably. Then he'll be happy again.
So they're trying to trick the Mind Flayer of not knowing where Will's location is, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because
but
it's
how
all...
does just a bunch of cardboard and stuff stop him from finding him? Oh my gosh, the light.
Oh my god, this is literally like a hostage situation. God, well, that's...
Does that make you wake up?
What is this?
Gotta ask him a personal question to see who it is.
Where am I?
Recognize this?
You don't get to know that.
Do you recognize this?
Why am I tied up? Why am I tied up?
Jesus.
Why am I tied up?
This isn't Will, is it?
Will, let me go!
Oh, this must break Joyce's heart.
Let me go! Okay, let me go!
Now you've had your tantrum.
March 22nd is your birthday. Your birthday. My son drew this. You were so embarrassed.
That's such a wholesome story.
Do you remember the day?
Are they trying to coax Will out of himself? I guess bringing back these memories.
Connect to him again.
Yeah.
I just felt so alone and so scared. But
oh, Mike,
you're alone too. You're just swinging by yourself. I asked if you wanted to be my friend.
Oh God.
Let me go.
This
so close.
This demon has a hold on him. How?
Oh my god, he's using Morse code.
Will knows Morse code?
How the hell does he know Morse code?
How the hell does he know Morse code?
E-R-E.
Here.
God, this is like a Ouija board. Like, oh my.
Dash that. Dash that.
This is clever. Oh my god, I'm too thick for all this.
We couldn't afford to buy another one.
It's like he's in pain.
Close gate. It's gonna be closed gate.
Close gate? What does that mean?
How do they close the bloody gate?
No, Will knows where that phone is though.
Another new phone for Joyce.
It knows where we are.
Oh god.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The guns don't work on them,
Where are
though.
they? It's not strong enough.
Lucas.
Lucas! See, Elle, we need you now! She probably is out there, honestly. Sounds like shit's going on.
Screeching stops abruptly. Oh!
Yes! Elle, please! Oh my god, its head came off.
Holy shit. That's the whole thing. Did she throw it in?
Is it dead?
Set the guns down, people! Oh my god, does she still have that look? Yeah!
Are you serious, man? This is the reunion!
Oh,
Mike, your love is home! This is the first time people are seeing her as well.
Yeah, the people that didn't met her are like, who the hell is that?
Like, oh god, don't. You're telling me I've gotta wait another episode? It's so wholesome. Like, I've been waiting so long for a Mike and Elle reunion, and I finally got it, so I'm satisfied. Like, oh, it's a long time coming. As you said earlier, I thought she would have helped out in the lab, but I guess this is better because, you know, she's already made an entrance, if you will.
I don't know how far the stakes are from each other, but there's no way she could have made it in time, because when she saw Hopper in her mind space, she saw him, like, looking at the Demogorgon through the blast, pretty much. So, yeah, logistically it wouldn't have made sense, but in my memory, I thought she returned and helped with that. Like, I knew Bob died, and I've been prepping for it all season, but I thought that 11 came just as Bob died. Like, who Joyce was in the situation, I thought it was 11 that was standing in the doorway.
Oh, right, okay. Well, that did not happen.
No, it's like I've recreated scenes in my head and just remembered everything wrong. Like, I thought Dart stayed little the whole season. I
know, you liked Dart the whole time, and it devours Dustin's cat. That whole scene with Bob, oh my god, he was so close.
See how scared he was in that closet, like sweating. Oh.
And he was alive. He was alive for most of that attack. Like, you saw the Demogorgon like pounce on him and rip bits from him, and he was looking and his arm was reaching out to Joyce.
Thing is that's exactly what happened with Brenner. How did Brenner survive it and Bob can't? Like, Hopper was shooting at it. How did they leave Brenner alone? It makes no sense.
We don't know he's alive yet.
No.
Unless you do and you're not saying, but
No, I don't believe it. That's what I'm saying. How could he possibly be alive?
It doesn't make sense for him to be, because he should have made contact already, but oh god, it was literally like 6 of them on Bob, literally munching on him like a steak dinner.
I think the first one probably killed him, and then they were just eating his remains. It's so sad. I remembered being so heartbroken over that.
I'm heartbroken too, and it's horrible.
No, but I cried so much.
I can imagine, yeah.
I loved Bob, and I've been preparing myself for it all season. Like, you know he's gonna die. Don't like Bob. Don't like Bob. But he's just so lovable. He was such a good character to introduce. Why kill him?
You can't help but love him because he is an innocent. He's just like this nerdy guy that is good with computers and is good to Joyce and Will, and he's just a wholesome guy.
A lovely person.
Didn't deserve what happened to him.
And when he first got introduced, I was like, oh, for goodness sake, Joyce is with someone else. She's supposed to be with Hopper. But you just come to love Bob because he's just such a lovely person. And yes, it does pave the way for Hopper and Joyce. But man, I need time to grieve over Bob, so I'm sure Joyce is going to need some too.
Yes, for real. Like, I need just a few, like, episodes to grieve before I can hop... good pun, hop right into Hopper and Joyce, because I am rooting for them because they have got so much history together, and it would be an amazing couple, but you know, we still got time. We got time, so yeah, good things come to those that wait.
This was a really good episode. It had me like so on the edge of my seat for every single scene, from the whole thing in the lab to when they escaped and not knowing like what's going on with Will, them trying to get through to him, and I really thought they were gonna break through like properly, but he's managed to tap through a little bit to do that Morse code, and that's it. It must be so strong for him.
It was a case in a few episodes before that it would be an equal shift between real Will and Spider Demon. Like, it used to like filter between them, but this time it seems like this demon Demogorgon has full control of Will, and he's not letting him go. Like, he's like, no, I'm here now and I'm gonna stay here and get what I want, which is world domination according to Dustin and D&D. So I'm very scared for Will, but at least he can communicate slightly on the side. Like, he's sort of sitting in a chair behind the demon while he does his work, but he can do Morse code, which is brilliant. So he can do that. And close the gate, I suppose, means close all the portals? Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah, but I don't know how they're going to do that. 11 seems like the key because she's the one that opened it. But she opened it so accidentally. Closing it must take so much, especially at this point where they've got so much here.
It could
and
kill
I
her.
don't
You don't know.
I don't even know how necessarily it would get rid of them, because they're not in the Upside Down technically. They're in our world a lot of the time. So how do they close? They have to try and like lure them back to the Upside Down and close the gate while they're in it, but there's no idea.
That would
how
mean
to do it.
sacrificing someone as well.
Yeah.
Who's going to volunteer for that job? No one.
Hopper probably, and I'm not having that.
No, I'm not having that either. Like, at least put like someone in that's okay to do that and isn't an important character. Like, I don't want that. Maybe the guy at the lab. I mean, he's still there, so.
Oh yeah, we didn't see him die yet.
No, he's still there. He's on his own as well, with a place that is prone to Demogorgons. Like, his days are probably numbered.
And Billy, we've got insight into Max and Billy's home life now, and it's an explanation. I still don't forgive him, but as someone who has never experienced abuse, I can't say what effect it has on your mental health. I'd imagine it's completely awful to go through, obviously, but I still don't think inflicting that on your younger sibling is necessary. Displacing your pain onto someone else. Perhaps if they got along, he wouldn't abuse him. His father clearly is the problem because he's doing it in the first place, but if he was nicer to Max, he would probably get it less. So I don't know why he's acting out.
Yeah, I mean, children learn from their parents, and when they see their parent being abusive and that behaviour, their brains are like sponges. They will learn that, and they're like, okay, that is right, that's how to talk to people. And obviously, you know, they say like bullies bully because they're insecure themselves and they project their anger onto other people. And Billy is that. He is a big bully. He bullies Max. He's a horrible person to other people, but that's coming from a place of insecurity and a victim of abuse from his father. And I can see both sides. Like, I don't think his behaviour to Max is like forgivable at this point. He's been a horrible person. He's gonna potentially ruin relationships for Max because of Lucas, you know. And Billy is just a horrible person to be around. No wonder Max wants to flee for the night, you know. But I can see why he is the way he is, because of his dad is a massive abusive asshole.
Yeah.
So
and I
he's
wonder
learned
if
that.
he has the same view on Lucas as...
Probably, because if his dad's a massive racist, and Billy's probably learned that that's how you view people of colour, maybe, you know, it would make sense. His dad seems like a horrible person. He was saying all these rude words, like whore and all that. Like, that is just not okay, and the fact that he so freely intercepts those words into conversations. This is what these kids are hearing, so they're gonna say these things as well.
And I'm pretty sure that they're step siblings. So that's Max's mum, and she's not his biological mum. But
no, so that is his dad.
Whether it's your kid or not, I could not be married to someone that abuses their own child like that.
Like, when did Max's mum marry Neil? Because surely you don't get with someone you know is abusive.
I think it must be recent because they've just moved here.
Yeah, so maybe she didn't realise this is actually how he is, or maybe she's an abuse victim of him as well, and she felt trapped in her relationship with him. We don't really know the full story. But from what I can see, it is a very unhealthy household. These kids, he's not a kid, and neither is she. Like, they're teenagers, but they are in a terrible environment, and sorry, but I hope one of those demogorgons eats him, Neil. Like, that would solve all everyone's problems, you know? So, yeah, I really hope Billy actually at least attempts to be on good terms with Max, because they are step siblings. They're gonna be step siblings for a while, it looks like, so you could at least be good to her. Like, I feel bad for him, but I don't want to, because he is a massive dick. Like, so you get the dilemma here. It's a tricky one.
Yeah, definitely. It's like he's a bit better than he was, but not forgiven.
No, not completely forgiven, at least.
But yeah, the season 2 finale next episode. Now I'm all caught up. That'll be the last that I've seen of Stranger Things.
And we can go into season 3 with fresh minds. Yeah, and you know, you'll literally know nothing.
And then if I predict things right, I can't get accused of knowing what's going to happen. So
exactly, I can't accuse you, but for now I can. For the next episode,
I do want to know next episode your top 5 characters of season 2. So get prepping for that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to think about that for next episode. I probably already know them.
I'm finding it hard to think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whether to take season 1 into account or whether to just do it based on season 2.
I'm going to do it on season 2 because, you know, that's our most recent analysis. You know, we've seen the most recent, so. And, you know, people change. Elle was, like, pretty much mute the majority of season 1, and we didn't really get much of her personality. But this one we have, so.
Although I preferred her in season 1, I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching our reaction to season 2 episode 8 of Stranger Things. If you want to watch our uncut reactions to Stranger Things, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for episode 9. Bye! Bye.